Hi, my name is Marc Jacobs, and this is My Glamifesto for life. My instant mood booster is to walk outside to the garden and just take a deep breath in the sunshine. How do I manage my mental health? Well, first thing this morning, after getting showered and dressed, which is a huge part of my mental health, is self-care. So getting dressed and putting my earrings on, my pearl necklace, doing my hair, everything, my eyebrows, I feel like I've taken care of myself. I say my prayers in the morning. This is all part of self-care. And then I'm ready to start my day. All throughout these months, I kept thinking, what have we learned from this experience? And more specifically, what have I learned from this experience? And I think I'm in the process now of understanding what I've learned, because I don't have a clear answer. I like Zoom meetings and I like Zoom conversations. And I'll tell you the reason why is because I get to do them from my office with my dogs at my feet. And I like being at home and looking outside and seeing the garden, so I don't want to always be in an office. Perfect. And I have it tattooed on my wrist as a reminder that I'm perfect as I am. And more in greater detail, I'm a perfect being in a perfect world where everything that happens benefits me completely, which is from the I Ching. And I think this is, again, in a very deep way, it's about acknowledging, appreciating, accepting, recognizing, and then also the takeaway, which is like, what have I learned from this experience? Whether it's an experience that I like or an experience I don't like, there's something to gain from the experience. Fragrance is part of it's part of my daily ritual. Scent is a huge, scent is so romantic and so beautiful and is so rife with memories and triggers and things like that. So I've always been a perfume person. I've always worn a fragrance. I think creativity or creating things is my passion. So, I can feel passionate about many things. I can feel passionate about art that someone has made that moves me, or a movie that someone has made that moves me. But what I truly am passionate about is what I get to create with others, because I'm part of a team, a creative team, but I really love making things. I could not live without my husband and my dogs. Not well. No, I don't live, I live with failure. I think failure is, again, a very tricky question, because I have very high expectations of me, my team, and what we put out in the world. And, I'm the type of person who, no matter how good things are or how well received they are, there's always something wrong. There's always a mistake. It's never perfect. I wouldn't say there's not a who, and there are many who's and many what's are my great inspiration. I think, I've always loved fashion, and I think my great inspiration comes from the work of brilliant designers who've come before me or who are contemporaries. And I think it's clothing that has inspired me most. Oh, the quirkiest thing I do in the name of wellness is post outfits on Instagram. It's partially the post, and it's partially the reaction to the post, but I have to be in a really good mood to dress up and want to record it and want to share it. So it's a symbol of where I'm at in terms of wellness. If I'm that well that I've posted if I record an image of myself, then I'm in a good place. I never think about my legacy. It's a weird thing. I think of what's important. I think what is important is what is now. Like, legacy to me sounds like, well, when you're gone, what would you like to have left behind? And honestly, I'm just concerned with what I'm doing, not what I'm leaving behind, and whether I'm remembered or whether anything we've created matters or whether it influences or inspires, I really, it isn't what I think about at all.